Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, everyone. How are you guys doing today? Before I start, I want to just see how you guys are doing, and I hope that everything is going smoothly for you today. So I'm doing this reading on January 18th of 2024. It is a Thursday, and I also wanted to just see what comes through for a number of celebrities today. So if you are here because of channeled, collective channeled messages, I will be doing those again. I know it's been primarily celebrities because of the huge list that I have, but I wanted to touch base on one person in particular. So I would like to touch base on EXO's SEHUN. I hope I'm saying his name correctly. I want to see what information and insight comes through because I've had really cool viewers explain to me about their experiences with reading for EXO and other K-pop groups, specifically EXO. And I feel like I would like to touch base. I'm really curious. What information and insight can I provide from my channel that will help people understand what SEHUN is going through currently? What information is pertinent for us to know as his as people out there and also fans as well. So let's tune in. Let's tune in. I'm excited for this reading. I'm really excited for him. So let's see. Let's jump in. I just saw nothings. And I thought about the phrase, nothing's yet set in stone. So there's something beautiful about the mystery. So he's kind of a mysterious energy already. Interesting. Let's keep going. Spirit team of SEHUN, EXO SEHUN, please assist me and guide me and facilitate this reading so that I can assist other people in understanding him better, understanding his current situation, beyond the projections of the media, beyond the projections of other people. Can you give me a raw and unfiltered view of SEHUN? What would you like to say? I feel this one. Interesting. I'm feeling that one. That one. Not really as much this one. What's interesting is they want me to do it a certain way. They're changing it up for me. So I'm actually feeling, yeah, I'm going to put it back. This one. Anything else? They're giving me the number 6. So let's look at this here. And I'm hearing outward. So there's something about us as we go through these cards. Let me just show you guys. As we go through these 6 cards, they're saying this is like his most outwardly projection into his internal and who he is on the inside. Very interesting. Okay, do you want me to do the overall energy? Feeling this, yeah. So they want me to go through the bottom of the deck as well. Bottom of the deck is the 4 of Cups, the 5 of Swords, and the Temperance card. I'm hearing excellence. So there's something about him having this like outwardly this mysterious presence about him, but yet there's this energy of him not realizing and seeing offenses or opponents. He's very well calibrated, well balanced inside with the Temperance card, but what's interesting is there are people outside of him that try to fight or try to like kind of close in on him energetically, but they do not get in there. Or at least when they try and they succeed at some point, there's this energy of him not realizing that they were there. He's kind of interesting. What I get is that he also is kind of like surprised a lot, meaning like things surprise him or catch him by surprise, and he's like, oh, and he's like, oh, okay, that was that, I didn't see that. So he might maybe get into like a state where he daydreams and like people have to kind of like poke him or say hey, and then he's like, oh, and then he just comes back to himself, Riley. Interesting. I'm getting kind of like a funny vibe. I'm just like, I want to start laughing for some reason, and that typically is because of when I tune into people's energy. I'm looking at a picture of him, by the way. When I look at his eyes and I kind of like tap in, I'm just getting like a joyful kind of a jovial energy, but lackadaisical. Very funny. Interesting. Let's go from the outside here. So this is the outward projection that he has. We have the 3 of Wands. Okay, so he tends to on the outside seem like he moves forward quite quickly, because the 3 of Wands typically is like moving on. You've already looked out of or outside of yourself for something. You've already like planned your steps and now you're moving forward. He seems to be very transitory as a person. Now, it sounds like really cerebral, but I want to kind of like break it down a bit. 3 of Wands, I would say that he outwardly seems like the kind of person that's just like, okay, I go on to the next thing, moves on. Okay, moving on. He's a very, he gets through a lot of situations in life, and it's it's like nothing for him. Interesting person. I don't usually get this energy. Wow, okay. 3 of Wands. He transitions so many times, like meaning he goes through like training for the group. Then he goes through it pretty quickly. He kind of like is good at getting through stuff, like mastering a craft and then getting on to the next section or the next sect of like classes. If you're looking at like the K-pop industry and you're looking at like when you start as a trainee or something, he gets through levels very quickly, and he's almost like, yeah, moving on. It's not like, oh, I have to do this again. Like when you retake a test, it's more like he's able to move on the first time. What is that about? Interesting guy. Okay, and then the next thing, a little closer into his personality, into him as a person, we have the 8 of Wands. So people tend to see him moving on very quickly when it comes to like succeeding on things, and then they also see the 8 of Wands. That's also the same energy. Someone who moves through situations very quickly. Very, very well facilitated by his spirit team. His spirit team members get him through a lot of things, like more than what most might experience. He seems very successful in getting through certain situations and also seeing things happen for him steadily. 8 of Wands is typically like quick movement, quick forward movement. So he sees a lot of growth and expansion. He sees like when it comes to like finances, financial increase, when he sees like his talent, it's like exponentially growing. It just continues to grow. And there's not like, I don't know if he's experienced many points in his life where he's like, damn, I have to go back and learn this. It's more like I already got it the first time, and I'm hearing 1 or 2 times he gets it and then he moves on. Damn. Okay, 4 of Pentacles, very secretive or protective. Very protective of his information. This is like holding on to, and I'm hearing harboring secrets. Like he just is really secretive and more so private about his life. It seems like the closer you are to him, the more he protects you. The closeness that he has to you, it really he values that greatly. I'm hearing cantaloupe. Why am I hearing like? So I don't know. Does he like fruit? Has he just talks about how he enjoys it a lot? Because I'm just getting cantaloupe. That's kind of random. Okay. News of birth or a new business opportunity. He's very good with holding on to secrets. So when he's going to expand on an opportunity, he will not share that information with friends and family until it's time. So sometimes there are certain things he will not share with anyone, because I feel like in his family in the past, when we have the discord with friends and family, there's been some people that have shared his information before it was time, and he sometimes he has to like hold back on telling people about his successes or achievements or opportunities that come his way. They mentioned here news of a birth, but I don't know if that's something that's real, like as far as him having a child and secretly holding on to them. But just the energy is when you think of a stork and mice, the stork has to be very careful of losing the business opportunity because of some mice trying to scurry and grab the food or grab the baby or grab the gift. So he just feels like he's protective of his gifts, protective of opportunities that come his way, and he's also very good at being very careful around people. Grasshopper energy. He'll jump over people. You know, he'll like kind of like dance around situations. And he's really good at dancing around conversations. If you try to ask him really personal questions, I feel like he'd be really good at kind of like segueing into something else or saying something that kind of closes it off. He's very good at balancing that and kind of like jumping through things. Makes sense because he feels like he gets through stuff very quickly. I'm just also getting the idea that he's taller, because I'm just getting like grasshoppers or like have very long legs. Something like that is also coming through. Anything else, Spirit? We have trouble, accusations. He's very protective of his notoriety. So when people try to cause or stir up the pot, accusations against him, he's very successful at getting past them. Very successful. And it's because of him and his team. His team is very good at getting him past offenses. Wow. Anything else so far? Let's see, we have older women. I don't know why I said women. So I'm not sure if he's attracted to older women. That's why that's coming through. Get back to the basics. I'm gonna use that. And then we also have announcement. Interesting. And then we have success assured with good plans and hard work. And then also take care, enemies are working against you. So there's some older woman, it could be someone in management that you're going to hear about in February. There's someone in management that he may have issues with because they are working against him, or they're not kind of listening to what he would like to do going forward. That person is telling him, it's like he's responding to this older woman and saying, I need to get back to the basics. I need to make a plan on what to do next going forward. So if you guys know about his career path and what's going on with that, this older woman is coming up. So the person is like trying to like work against him. This person may involve his family in some way. I don't know if like this person has like a relationship with his family and that's how he got into the business. Like there's someone that knew another person in his family, but he's in a position of authority. This person feels like they need to like correct him or work with him or tell him what he needs to do. I get managers' jobs is like, that's their job as a manager, is to get to facilitate opportunities. But I feel like he's going to do really good. I feel like he's going to start over with something or try something again. And it's going to be really prosperous for him with the bread card. Period of prosperity and abundance. So he's going to make some beneficial changes because of this older woman. And it's actually going to work out for him. But sometimes this person can be a little... They kind of work against him sometimes. I wonder how long they're going to be with him. Older woman. Keep that in mind. If you guys know about that, please let me know as well in comment. Yeah, it's like they go from 0 to 100. She could be a fire sign or he's a fire sign. But there's like this energy of like, they agree and then they don't agree. Sometimes they agree on things and then they don't. So it's like, he's going to get through it. I feel like it's a karmic relationship that he has with this person. But this person's going to go out of his life. I feel like there's some money relations or something regarding money. He's protective of his money with this person as well. Not really trustworthy. Could be also someone that knows a family member for some reason. Family is coming into this reading, or this part of the reading, which is about the money and finances and being very protective. Let's keep going. We have Magician. So he's really good at manifesting what he wants to see. I'm hearing secure. He's a very secure person with his manifestations. He can create and get things pretty easily. What is there to say about this? Because I feel like there's more coming through for him. What would you like to say? Is there anything that you'd like to say? Wealth. Yeah, look at that. Wealth. And then we have work, achievement, and success. He's very, very good at achieving success. We got success coming out earlier. Great happiness. Yeah, he's manifesting great happiness in his life. And I keep hearing this word. It's an O. Hidden secrets can harm you. So he needs to just be wary of... what secrets, really? He's a goal-oriented person. Compliments from an admirer. What would you like to say about this hidden secret? We have justice coming through. So there's the justice system or karmic balance coming in for him. He has some secrets regarding someone. Okay, yeah. Ace of Swords. That confirms that for me. Ten of Swords. Clarity after a really difficult time. There's some person coming into this reading. So some soulmate of his that he's having like a hard time. He's pushing against his intuition about this person. He knows how he feels about this person, but he's very protective. He doesn't want to... Yeah, he's fighting some truth that he's learned about this person. Interesting. SEHUN has like gotten indecisive about some admirer. He really like got clarity on some person that was interested in him, that wanted to gift him something. They might have even given him flowers or given him gifts. This person is coming into this reading. Interesting. What would you like to say about them? Because it's like, it feels like a romantic type relationship. What would you like to say about this person, Spirit Team? Secret admirer here. Okay, Tower, Chariot, down. Tower sideways in the Chariot. Transitioning very quickly. Death. Oh, moving towards an ending here. Damn. We have a lot to talk about, guys, because this is getting like deeper. So 1 second as I understand this. We had the card time to go out and have fun. So this person could have been someone he met when he was out and about having fun. Transformation or death. Like when you see the death card, it means that something ended. We have heartache over what you don't have or what you no longer have, and period of frustration. Lessons to be learned. Look at that. So he has heartache over this person. He had an admirer. And if you guys know about this person, feel free to comment. But yeah, he had an admirer, someone that he was interested in. He might have had fun with them, or at least met them at a place or a party or some event. This person, like, this was a big pivotal relationship for him. Even if it wasn't like like dating, like officially, this person really rocked his world, or like really affected him and put him on a trajectory where he ended things fairly quickly with this person. I think they wanted a relationship with him, but clarity came and it ended. It ended. So this person, what would you like to say about this person? It was a very frustrating period for him. He manifested something with regards to this person. Fair man. So it could be him, but it's a person with blonde, gray, or white hair, and I don't think he has either. So what is it? A major challenge to overcome. Dealings or relationship with a younger man, and June. Interesting. Damn, so he's moving forward from someone, but why am I getting a younger man? Interesting. June is significant. Okay. Time to get out of a situation. He got out of the situation because it was affecting some aspect of his career. It was temporary. It was a career related thing. This person could have either been someone that's in another group or someone that works in the same industry. Interesting. We also have stepping into a new experience. Okay, guys, I know people are going to think this is controversial, but I'm going to look into it. I don't know if it is for everyone, but I just want to ask, is this a man that SEHUN was interested in? This admirer, this person here? We have the 9 of Pentacles and we have the 5 of Pentacles. So this was like a friendship or something. This was like a person that he found something out about, or had just a really like explosive ending with this person. 7 of Swords, 9 of Cups, and 7 of Wands. He ran away from a situation with an admirer. This could be a close friend, this younger man that he knew. It's like this person wanted something with him, but it didn't work out. Why are we getting this information here for this? For the manifestation card, for the Magician? I'm not sure yet. This person is coming into this reading. So if you guys know about a person, a fair man, a younger guy that's fair, could either be blonde, gray, or white hair. You can still dye your hair. Someone here is coming into this reading and he had karma surrounding them. They frustrated him a lot, but the friendship ended, or something ended with regards to this person. They were a challenge for him career-wise as well. So he got out of the situation with them. He's focusing on his career, but June is significant for this. So if you know them meeting in June, please let me know. But yeah, manifestations. He's manifested like people out of his life as well. I feel like this person left his life because he learned a lesson with them and moved on. What did he learn? I mean, what is it about this person? What is it about this person, Spirit? His health is somewhat coming into this reading as well, because I see the Cane card, which is about paying attention to your health. It could have affected him health-wise. This could have been a person that, yeah, something health-related. Forces working against you. So this person kind of was, their energy affected him greatly, and he had to cut ties. It says pay attention to your work. He learned that he had to pay attention to his work. Interesting. And we also have triumph over troubles and obstacles. He triumphed over it no matter what. Feeling tied down or frustrated. So he felt like he was yoked to someone, and he was guided out of the situation with the Staff card. So, wow. What did he heal with this person, or what did he heal from this situation? He healed. It just says healing energy here. So it brought a lot of healing for him, but it brought wisdom. He learned a lot. This person's known him in other lifetimes, so this was divine timing that they met. They could even be in the same group for all I know. This is a career-related thing. There was struggle and stripping illusions. So he thought he knew him, but he didn't really know him at all, and he learned something that hurt him. It was really hurtful. He got clarity on this person. This person wasn't what they seemed to be or appeared to be. What would you like to say, Spirit, from the Monology oracles here for this relationship with this guy, this younger guy? A new romantic cycle begins. What is it with the romantic part coming into it? I mean, if you guys know, please let me know. I just don't assume. I just didn't expect it as well. So for romance at all until we got to it. It's coming into the reading without me asking. A new romantic cycle begins, a time for healing and a time to give rather than take. And the end of a tough cycle approaches. So it was a romantic type relationship, guys. A time to give rather than take. He learned some lessons about loving this person, or about this person who admired him. And they had a really like a karmic relationship, and it affected his career a bit, like how he was responding to his tasks in his career. And the end approached, or it is approaching with this person. A personal issue reaches resolution. So we have Libra energy, Virgo, Capricorn, and we have Cancer. But healing at the end of the day came for him. So this is a love interest. So is this a love interest, Spirit, based on the romantic cycle begins? Is this a love interest? We have the Page of Wands, and we had one more card come through. The Strength card, yeah, Leo energy. So, yeah, Leo, something about Leo is significant. So this person, yeah, he has an interest in men. Did you guys know that? It's not like something that's disgusting or something to me. It's just surprising. I don't usually look for anything like that. Specifics here are coming through, which is the younger male. So it's a younger guy. It could be blonde hair specifically is coming through. This is just a younger guy. He healed through this, and he had like insight on this. Interesting. This person really affected him, but I think he's triumphed over it. So let's keep going. Alright. The next card we have is the Two of Cups. Look at that, guys. Two of Cups is about partnerships. It's about soul connections. So he's a lover. He loves getting deeper with the people that matter most to him. He's broadening, I think. Because of his success and his notoriety, I feel like he's beginning to see more of these romantic partnerships come to pass, like experiencing romantic partnerships. I think he's starting to see soulmate connections. What would you like to say about the Two of Cups here, Spirit Team? Before we pause, because my camera's overheating. Confidence is your key to success. So he's learning a lot about Leo energy. Something about a Leo is significant, or he's a Leo. Confidence in relationships, in partnerships, and then working through his fears with partnerships, with trusting people, with letting them in. Something about that is coming through. And we also have, he's very close to achieving his goals. So love is something that he's very close to achieving. We also have luck is on his side and surrender to the divine. He just needs to trust that when he feels like there's a love connection, allowing himself to open up to love and trusting that the process will work and that he's going to be lucky. He has a very lucky outlook on love, or will have a lucky outlook on love. He has a lot of, he might even have a Jupiter in Sagittarius, or just a very like lucky streak in life. Wow. Career-wise, love-wise. Despite the harm or the sadness that came through this reading, yeah, Leo energy. Just getting a lot of Leo energy here. The Moon and the Emperor. Interesting. Aries too. He's going to meet someone significant here that's coming through in this reading as well. I'm going to pause and then come right back, guys. Okay, guys, so let's continue. So we're just getting King of Wands, the Moon, and the Emperor, as we said earlier. I feel like I need to make this known that Again, I don't know any rumors surrounding anyone. Usually when I do readings, unless the person is very, very mainstream, I typically don't know much about them. And the extent of what I know about Sehun so far is that he is a K-pop artist of EXO, and I used to listen to EXO, but I don't know anything else. And I feel like for some reason energetically some people are going to really, really dislike what I said about the magician and about his like relationship status. And I just want you guys to know that that's not based off of anything else but what I saw in the cards and what you guys saw. So take it how it resonates and how you know him. Comment below on what you guys know about him, because this is what I'm getting, and I'm going to stick to that. Two of Swords energy is coming through. So feeling like he's stuck between two decisions with regards to love. I feel like he has to make a decision with regards to either his interests or in regards to opening up to people after being hurt. So he may not have dated the person that I talked about, but there is definitely some affection from someone, specifically someone who is a younger man who is blonde, and there being like this feeling of sadness, loss with this person, a feeling like they had clarity. Sehun had clarity on this person, but there's something about a romantic energy between them. So take it or leave it. All right, let's keep going. I just want to say that because as I was pausing to let the camera, excuse the camera sometimes, I let it kind of cool down, and I feel like that might come up. So what else? Knight of Swords, Ace of Swords, and the Eight of Cups. As long, interesting, I was going to say as long, and then I stopped there. So I feel like he's going to have a very lucky streak with regards to love when he's ready for dating. I feel like he's going to be very communicative and move towards whatever is emotionally fulfilling primarily. So he's going to be very communicative with the person that he ends up having a relationship with. Is there someone that is currently in his life that we should be aware of or know about, Spirit Team? I feel like he's moving on to... He's always learning more about his interests and what he wants to see in his partner. So it feels like he's a very like straightforward guy. He may have someone on his mind. Is there someone that he's currently dating or interested in? I feel like he has, yeah. There's someone that I think he's looking at the idea of relationships, so he's not focused on one particular person, but he's having a lot of insights about love and about how he wants to deal with love and relationships. So he's either celibate, because when I see the Hermit, I feel like that's the energy of someone who's in isolation and who's learning deep, deep truths. He may be celibate and just focusing on what he wants to do with regards to love going forward. Is there anything else you'd like to say, Spirit? We have the Eight of Swords. I feel like he doesn't want to be confused. He's dealing with some confusion. What kind of confusion are we talking about? I just heard poly, which is interesting to hear. King of Pentacles. Okay, so he's indecisive or stuck when it comes to... Look at that, guys. We have the King of Pentacles, the Three of Swords, and the Queen of Pentacles. Let me just show you guys that. He's looking into heartbreak with regards to like the person that he wants to settle down with. Because we have the Queen and King here. Heartbreak between two people. He's probably seen heartbreak with regards to family. Do you guys know about any divorces or like him dealing with a divorce in his family? Either his parents going through it and just seeing people break down or break up. Something about like healing some trauma regarding his childhood views on love. And then seeing that friendship primarily is what is needed for a good relationship to form. Because we have the Six of Wands and Death and the Three of Pentacles. So looking at like, you can grow and expand and transform as long as friendship is at the root. So he's just learning big lessons about how the culture that he's in currently doesn't match up. Just to continue that, we have the Three of Cups, as we mentioned earlier, the Ten of Swords, and the Wheel of Fortune. Not wanting to be involved with a culture. It's like a cultural energy coming through with the Three of Cups. More like kind of friends with benefits, or more like it's like third party energy of having someone else in the midst. He really wants to cut ties with that energy, and he wants to really get into something that's serious. So he has a lot of insights on like his relationships or what he wants in relationships, and that's why the Hermit energy came through primarily. So he's having this whole order, and I'm hearing New World Order type energy, where he wants to have something that's like really transformative. He wants to not just play around with his emotions, play around with the emotions of other people. So we also had this card come through, the Queen of Swords, which is the energy of someone who is very communicative with their partners, wants to have reciprocity in the relationship, and also wants to be have some sense of self-control as well. Yeah, especially with regards to sexual energies or anything like that, wanting to be very controlled and seeking more, seeking creativity, seeking to expand, seeking it with an open expression or open mind. He's a very open energy, but he also has a lot of wisdom to him as well. So we're getting a lot of cards for him, so let's just close that up a little bit more. And let's go on to the last one. We have the King of Swords. Wow. At the end of the day, he's a very, very thought-provoking person. Even my words are like tripping up. His energy is getting more like hard to pinpoint and hold down as you get closer to knowing him, or as you get further into who he is as a person. So he's very communicative. He's very logical. He has a lot of thoughts. He's very cerebral as well. So it's like his energy is very straightforward too. Something about specific air placements in his chart being significant. So let's get into that. Why is the King of Swords here for his energy? Wow, Two of Pentacles, finding balance in his thought life. We also have determination as well with the King of Wands and the Moon. He wants to have a clear-cut path for his career path and for his lifestyle as well. He's trying to juggle things right now, figuring it out now in his youth. Yeah, the Sun, enjoying life as it comes, transitioning and learning lessons, but he also wants to kind of be able to have the control aspect. I feel like he doesn't like being controlled, and that's coming through in this reading, and that's why the manager that came through, or the older woman in the reading, came through. It's like he's learning, and he wants to be able to like expand his enterprise when he grows. As he grows, he wants to learn other trades. He wants to be able to do more so that he can actually have his own happiness and also stand on his own ground and be happy with himself. I feel like he just doesn't like the control aspect. Very free energy. I'm getting like Gemini vibes with that. Very work-oriented as well, wants to be free with his work, wants to be able to cut ties with people at some point. That could include his group as well, wanting to do his own thing, wanting to be free, and wanting to set like trends or like set a stage. It's like starting something as a trailblazer. That's the energy I'm getting with the Tower for him. Starting something crazy or something innovative. He has a very like... He doesn't like the same old as well. He wants to create his own destiny. He wants to be in control of his own destiny. So he's doing this, you know, working in this group for the time being, but he has like a clear-cut like idea that he wants to do something else and do something more as he gets older. That's coming through. Seeing the disappointments as gifts. For some reason, they want me to tell you that. He's very good at getting past difficulties and like getting things done the first time, but they want you to know that whenever he's unsure or deliberating about something that was painful, it's like a gift to him to learn and actually take the time necessary to learn it the first time if he needs to. And that's why they said first or second. He usually gets it done the first or second time. If it happens 2 times to him, he recognizes something about the experience and he learns about it. And he looks back on it more fondly after he's healed. So something like that is coming through, especially with his relationships. So let's keep going. Let's keep going. Is there anything you'd like to tell us with regards to the King of Swords from the Moonology deck, Spirit? We have 333 on the clock. It's interesting how his energy tapers off as you get closer into him. Or at least I'm getting like it tapering off energetically. If you guys have done readings, let me know what you think, but of that energy coming in and going like that. What would you like to say about the King of Swords, Spirit? We have work through your fears again. Conclusions are within reach. Communication is key, as we would expect from the King of Swords, and a fiery climax approaches. So expect him to make huge transitions. As we already said in the beginning, it's coming back into this reading. He's going to be making some big moves with regards to his career. They want us to know that he's working through some fears about going it alone or doing something else, like branching away and doing something full-time on his own, or something about like kind of just doing his own thing or having more freedom in how he does his own thing. A fiery climax approaches. So he's getting to some place mentally where he's clear and set on doing something unique or different or individualized. What would you like to say about that? He knows that there's happiness, more happiness coming. He may also feel a little down right now because we're getting happy in reverse. He may like feel like he has to keep pushing. It's gonna get better. He just needs some time to rest, time for a nap, to like let himself dream and to trust that the process is going by the book. So it's like something about him having his like future. He's looking at the future and thinking of how he will get to where he wants to be. He's still thinking about it, but he needs to take a break and to regain his energy and to be happy with where he is right now. Something about him like still thinking about the future a lot. He needs to focus on the present moment and let things happen by the book. So that's what I have for him so far. If you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, things you want me to tap into further, I will be doing that in the members only exclusive content that I have coming out. Please feel free to become a member and join. But as for now, I will leave you with that and you take care. Bye. Hey everyone, so I am back for part 2, excuse my hand, part 2 here with SEHUN, and I feel like I need to continue from where I left off. I started with a spread that I don't typically do because I kind of go with the flow and it never really is the same for every reading. So I feel like I need to continue from there. After editing, updating, transitions and stuff like that, I realized I never touched base on a couple of things for SEHUN, and so I want to tap in one more time, tap into its energy. I took some time for myself to meditate, to kind of just clear my mind out, and let's see what comes through for family, or at least for, let's look at love first. So with regards to SEHUN, what can we learn from love for him? Okay, wow, he has so much energy. So the first thing I thought about mushrooms. When you think about someone who is trying mushrooms for the first time, or like micro-dosing, for some reason these cards also, I want to get you guys, or tell you guys about the fact that I changed the cards now to the Millennial Tarot for this part of the reading. I felt like it was drawing me in, so I feel like there's some words that are necessary for you guys for this reading, for us to understand him a bit better. So Ace of Wands, microdosing. To me, this looks like inspiration. This also is about like a high drive, whether it be sexually or whether it just be like a high sacral level, a high level of excitement, creativity, determination, sexual, all of that coming through for him in love already. So with regards to his like, interesting, I'm just getting a lot of interest. Yeah, look at this, guys. King of Wands, big dick energy. Okay, I wasn't gonna say it. I was just gonna keep going. Anyway, so they want me to kind of focus in on the determination and also on his dreams. He has high aspirations for the person he decides to be with. He's learning a lot. He's willing to train, to focus in on training his body, training his mind, focusing on his studies, focusing on what he loves. But I feel like he has a very gentle and very motherly side to him. He wants someone who's more of a Cancer type energy, someone who's very welcoming, very warm, very nurturing. We have a Leo energy coming through. So for some reason, Leo energy has been persistent in this reading, and fire energy in general. So it could just be that he's operating in some capacity that way, or the person he's interested in or will be interested in is a Leo or Cancer. They have those two energies coming through pretty consistently. So he's focused on his determination, his goals. very goal-oriented, very focused on having a family one day. So he does want to settle down. He does want to have someone long-term, get married and have kids. That seems to be what's coming through. But he's focusing on hustling. And I think this is why the cards had to be these, because I feel like hustle culture, he feels like he has to kind of live up to expectations of him. He has to continue doing what he's doing best, or what he loves to do with music. And I feel like he's focusing on just kind of having the drive to get things done so that he can then sit on his generational wealth and he can enjoy it with people. And he's not apologetic about that. He's more so like defensive of love right now. He's kind of holding it at like at bay so that he can focus in on his career path. So we have 2 7s here. So he's pretty persistent on focusing on his work right now. He's not focused on love. He's focusing on allowing himself to enjoy what the world has to offer as well with regards to traveling and experiences. I feel like he's just focusing on, despite love not being something, despite having his hand out, right? Or pushing love to the side for now, be it a number of circumstances in his life right now, I feel like he's also not comfortable yet with it. So he's trying to like hold it back because he doesn't quite understand it yet, and he wants to focus in on what he does understand, or at least the task in front of him. Yeah, he's holding out for also longevity. Yeah, look at this, guys. You see this? We have the King and the Queen of Cups. He's looking for someone that completes him. King and Queen of Cups. So someone who's just full of love, someone he can be a stay-at-home dad with, or someone he can actually like enjoy his generational wealth with. So he has a really big heart for being a father one day. A really big heart for welcoming someone with love, and a lot of love at that. So he's holding out for someone special. So he does have a lot of sexual drive and energy, but he's focusing it on his craft. That is how he can get it out. If he doesn't, he would combust, I feel. That's what's coming through in the energy. I feel a number of cards coming through. Let's see what else is here. I feel these. I don't know what they are for sure. So, of course, so let's see what comes through. We have Justice. We have the 4 Cups, which came out earlier in the beginning, the 4 Cups energy of not really seeing things as... seeing like the either people challenging him or trying to hurt him, trying to cause conflict with him, not seeing that issue. And then also feeling like when it happens, it's with the people he's the closest to in his work situation or at work. So when we talked about his friend earlier on in the reading, there was someone who was close to him, someone who was an admirer, someone that he thought was true, or someone that he thought he knew, and the feelings between them were not mutual, meaning this person wasn't as good of a friend as they tried to seem. And they could have been a Libra, because Libra energy is coming out twice, Libra, Cancer, Libra here. So it really felt like they were an imposter, and they were trying to just do it for appearances. So this is someone in either his group, a group he's been in, or this is someone who is surrounding him, someone really close to him. There was a recent falling out with someone who he thought was an admirer, who he thought was a friend, but in reality they actually were very two-faced. The energy is someone who acted one way but was not. And they tried to do that just for appearances with their career path. So this is someone in the music industry as well. If you guys know, please let me know in the comments below if you have an idea of what it could be or who it could be. Because at the bottom of the deck we have the Five of Cups, which is usually about sadness and loss. Looking at what you lost, the ick. And we also have lockdown, your heart being on lockdown, your mind being on lockdown. And then you trying to forget about this person or trying to move past this person, this younger man that we talked about earlier. They keep coming up in this reading, even in love. They really hurt them. What did this person do, Spirit? What did this person do to SEHUN? Okay, yeah, look at that. Someone is behaving stupidly, so they just behaved stupidly. What does that look like? If it's permissible for us to know what happened there. A marriage will take place, either romance or business. So they kind of had like a contract with him, or promised something with him, like a partnership, like they were going to go out and do something for business, like maybe come together and do like a group thing, the two of them, and it didn't follow through or something along those lines. This person was very, I'm thinking, when I think of the turkey, I think of someone who's just like, who just says a bunch of stuff but doesn't actually mean it. So this person would talk, and they would just talk the shit, and they would just kind of say whatever, and then they would dip. Time to get out of a situation. So this person just left him or abandoned him in some way. Not cool. And then went on vacation, or just like left him on red, ignored him. So they like acted like they were interested in him, but then when it didn't benefit them anymore, they left. Look at that, guys. Someone you know is undependable and insincere. Undependable and insincere was this guy. Whoever this guy was. There was a couple that fell. Yeah, like they're a carefree person. They were focused on their money. They were focused on opportunity. They were focused on their bag. When I see November, that makes me think of a Sagittarius, but it could just be that something happened in November that was very significant. And then we're having older woman, celebration, fun, enjoyment, major challenges to overcome with the Mountain card, and then deep personal strength and peace that assures success. So interesting. Why is this older woman here? Oh, this person might have, interesting. So if Sehun was interested in someone, okay, this was not the type of person you would want to, this friend, this younger guy, would not be someone you'd want your potential girlfriend or potential interest to be around, because he seems like the kind of person that would try to fill the chair or try to like come on to the girl when you are the person interested in them, or the woman. So it's like Sehun had someone he was interested in. This woman could have been older. That energy is coming through. So that older woman we got earlier could just be linked to this person here. The older woman that was interested, or was even like vocal about being interested, tried to have like, it was like they were, this person either came between the two guys, like Sehun and the guy, or it was the guy came onto her. Which one is it? July. So, okay, Leo energy again. What did this guy do, this person here? Yeah, a change is coming. This person shifted or changed right before Sehun's eyes and became a different person when this girl was involved. So he might have liked her. Sehun might have also liked her. So this person was in between them. And they couldn't overcome this challenge because his heart, the guy's heart, the friends, that younger man that we're talking about, realized that he was interested in the girl more than Sehun. I'll be right back, guys. Hello everyone, so I am back taking care of things at home here with my child. So let's continue, let's keep going. So we had the other three cards come out. This is forces working against you, guaranteed success, and family sorrow. So they had a unit. Okay, so it feels like these two people, Sehun and this friend, had like a unit going where they had like a friendship, and they thought it was like, at least Sehun felt like it was a pact, or it was some like strong bond between these two, and it worked against them, this person in the middle. Is there anything else you'd like to tell me, Spirit? Is that what's going on? Yeah, Seven of Pentacles. They felt like this was something that was out of their comfort zone, because we have stepping out of the comfort zone, hustle culture. So feeling like they had something long standing and this person got in between them. So if you guys know someone if you know the guy that's friends, that was a very strong friend, or at least seemed or appeared to be a close friend of Sehun's, and also an older woman that was interested in Sehun, but really burnt him out, really made him feel doubtful about whether they were a thing or whether she was interested or not. Something about that is coming through. So I want to remind you guys that I'm doing the second part of the reading on January 24th, 2024, just in case, okay? So that you guys are aware. So let's see, what else is there to say about love? What is Sehun's trajectory based off of what we're seeing here? Things ended pretty abruptly, and there was such a finality to it. I feel like he's going to be very blessed in his love life, though. He's going to have a really big blessing, or blessings coming in. What would you like to say about his trajectory? I feel like he's going to literally pour into this person, whoever it becomes in the future, and he's literally going to be able to pour wealth, pour abundance. You're going to see him settle down with that person. What else would you like to say, Spirit? Yeah. Ace of Cups. He's going to feel an instant connection with this person. Very strong feelings and emotions towards each other. It's going to be someone that he takes an opportunity with. Like, he's going to be all about them. He's going to have a crush on them, likely, prior to going out with them. It's not going to be a surprise. I almost feel like he likely will end up seeing this person. He probably hears about this person, so this gives me the feeling that it's another celebrity or another person that he's aware of. He's going to have a lot of love in his heart for this person. A lot of emotion. Yeah, the Sun, Insta famous. This is someone that's definitely going to be in the public eye and someone that is already well known. Because if we're seeing Insta famous, it reminds me of like Instagram. It reminds me of just hearing about the news and people being so overjoyed. And I feel like this Leo energy keeps coming through. He's in Aries, isn't he? Because I keep seeing the Emperor. I keep getting Aries energy for him. I feel like this person's going to be his son. S-U-N. S-U-N. So someone who just really brightens him up. This person's going to be a queen of thoughts, an independent woman, very well known, very like independent, very strong in communication. Doesn't need anyone truly in the sense of needing someone financially, because this person is going to have all of their things or ducks in a row. This person's going to be looking for reciprocity from him. So he's going to be receiving reciprocity in his trajectory. This person is going to be on his trajectory. He's going to need to make a choice about family and focusing on like transitioning into family. When will that happen, Spirit? Because I'm hearing 3. Knight of Thoughts. It's going to happen fairly quickly, guys. Quicker than you might think. He might be transitioning into that after like I heard that he was doing from someone, a viewer, about him doing military service. So I feel like he's going to be not too long after military service, focusing on settling down, or at least considering someone that he would settle down with long term. We have Temperance, Balance. We also have 10 of Swords. So when I see the 10 of Swords, it makes me want to clarify that. So let's clarify. Why is the 10 of Swords here? The Lovers. So he really needs to deal with his heartbreak or like disappointment he had from someone, because he needs self-care. So they're telling me before he can even consider like having something serious and settling down with family, or starting a family, he needs to really focus in on this pain that he has towards trusting partners or trusting people in his life. It feels like this person, it could have been a Taurus, this older woman could have been a Taurus, or the guy, but I'm just getting that the Emperor is looking for this. He's looking for his queen. He's feeling like he needs to almost have a clean slate when it comes to love, and like he needs to heal this. Yeah, look at that, guys. Inner work. He needs to heal that. Death. Okay, so he needs to address how this relationship burnt him out, because when you think about it, even if this person was a friend, a strong friend, he needs to learn how to trust people again. And I feel like this affected his ability to trust someone. So let's keep going. Wow. Yeah, he needs to learn how to have like a bestie in order to, and I'm hearing like Rema's song Alien, where he says, I'm in love with my bestie. I'm in love with a thottie. So I feel like he's going to have someone very attractive that he's going to partner with, but he needs to feel like they're best friends. He needs to feel like he can accept friendship from people and trust them. I feel like his angels are trying to help him with that. They're coming behind him. And like, I'm hearing co-signing. Yeah, a meeting with a stranger could be important. They're going to be co-signing this relationship. Yeah, keep your life in balance. As long as he focuses on balance, Libra energy, I feel like yeah, look at that, guys. The angels are really talking to him a lot in this reading. Spiritual guidance, protection from harm. They're really telling me a lot about this. So this person was a wedge in his life. They were karmic. The man that he had a friendship with, this person helped him on his transition though. Yeah, they were meant to be there just to help him learn something big about his healing journey. I want to see what he's specifically healing. I want to get some more specifics here. Is there something specific he's healing with regards to this person? Slow but steady. Not rushing into a relationship or like a friendship with someone. Allowing himself to take time to get to know the person. I'm feeling really strongly this person was trying to rush in, and he trusted that they were they were true or honest or had integrity, and they weren't. They weren't really honoring his energy. They weren't respecting his boundaries as well. Death, stripping illusions, and struggle. You know when you have a friend and they like try to come onto your, if they do try to come onto your girlfriend, you would be really upset. That's the energy I'm getting. Someone that just did not understand or respect boundaries. Struggle. Yeah. Seeing beyond the fake. I'm hearing fake woke. Weird. Look at that. The angels are protecting him. He has this really loving energy where he doesn't expect a lot in return. So when someone hurts him, it's like really deep, because he doesn't come into this thinking, yeah, you owe me. So if you hurt him, you really messed him up. You really messed with him. You really took advantage. Okay. I'm feeling this card and this card. What two cards are these? Oh, wow. Guys, the High Priestess and the Empress. So he has an intuitive nudging with regards to someone in particular. This feels like the energy I got earlier with regards to singlehood. I feel like he's learning a lot about people that are gaslighting or people that are not healthy emotionally, like what he doesn't want in relationships. So let's keep going. Is there anything else you'd like to share with us, Spirit? I feel like I need to move out of this one. Anything else to share with us before we close? What is his trajectory in career? Anything like that? I feel like, ooh, okay. So the Five of Pentacles, he's focusing on his work right now. You see how the Five of Pentacles came out first, and that's like my thought process while I was shuffling was love, and then I went into career really quickly. He's focusing on a project. There's something that's going to come out. Look at that, Ace of Swords. Wow. He's gonna start some new skill that I was telling you guys about, and it's gonna really shake things up. And I'm hearing smooth movement, so maybe dancing is really a big part of this. He's going to start talking about it and marketing it. Like someone's going to help market it for him, whoever's in charge in management. Yeah, he's going to be doing this for quite some time. So something about management is coming through. What would you like to say about his trajectory before we close? Oh, wow. Very auspicious. Very, very consistently going to be very helpful and beneficial for him. He's going to be moving into calmer waters, though, because I feel like he wants to come into balance with his finances so that he can really settle in and get to start considering family, or start considering a relationship. Yeah, Page of Cups, Four of Wands, marriage. Yeah, he's looking at how he can be a better man before he introduces love into his life. So he wants to transition into love and then telling people like, hey, I'm going to be settling down. This is what I want to do. He really wants a Queen of Cups. Yeah, this person's going to fill him up with so much joy, whoever this person is. Wow, Cancer energy, mothering energy. It will be his karmic retribution for the things that he's experienced in the past. His life will be kept in balance, so that's definitely going to come to him and come to fruition. Is there anything else, Spirit? Wowzers. So that Ace of Swords came out again. So he may not, I feel like he's going to decide to pursue love in a greater capacity once he's healed. And I feel like what he's going to do is he's going to kind of leave you guys out of it in the sense of like trying to retrieve all his energy and focusing it on this. And then I feel like he's going to be, yeah, leaving people out in the dark about something, about his relationships, and then also focusing on his luck with his career path, and then kind of like downsizing a bit, like focusing on love. So don't expect it to, I feel like he's going to be focusing on love and very soon. I keep seeing this in reverse. Is he going to be taking some time to rest, Spirit? We see the Ace of Pentacles. Please clarify that. He's going to be holding up his end of the bargain is what I'm hearing, with an opportunity that he already has. So he's going to continue with that. He's going to continue. He's going to receive a big opportunity that we talked about, something that's going to be new. And I'm hearing hip. Yeah, celebration is coming for him. Yeah, a lot of joy. Resounding joy. Yeah, he's going to have a huge success coming in. And it's almost like he was pushed into that from like someone who discredited him in the industry. Even though there was some difficulties in the past with someone, he's going, and I feel like this is that guy, that friend. He's still going to stand his ground. He's still going to heal, and he's still going to do great things. But I feel like he's going to have a lot to look forward to soon. So that is what I have for you guys today. I got to go check out what's going on out there behind my door with my baby. But I love you guys. Please stay tuned for more content. Please like, share, and comment on what you liked or what resonates for you. And I'll see you all very, very soon. Take care. Bye.